The murderer.
Okay.
You still confused. Okay. So what he's trying to do right now is go back to court because he feels like he was only charged because of all the media hype. I ain't even finished what I was about to say.
She already like, no.
Sit down, sir. So he's saying that he was only charged because of all the media hype surrounding the case, that he would not have been charged with all three. So what I gathered,
That's the problem.
Because
if
he
it
feels
was
privileged.
different,
Exactly.
because it was broadcasted versus not broadcast, that's the problem.
Actually, I agree with that. Like, because if it wasn't broadcasted, you're saying he would not have gotten all
Yeah,
that.
like that's the problem.
Yeah, but I mean,
But not saying that he was convicted because of it.
Right, I know what
but,
you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're
You were convicted, sir, because you did something wrong.
Yeah.
You did all
You got
wrong.
charged like a civilian.
You got charged like
held
a
accountable.
civilian.
As you should.
Right.
Yeah, and I think though it speaks to like just his cop privilege, his white privilege, like America in general, that you can even think this is unfair. Let me go back, right? Like I don't think any black person in jail for marijuana has ever said, you know what, that was unfair. Let me talk back to that.
Or
judge.
Exactly.
Right, or could like they're not. The thought process is not even there.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm mind blown about. Like you actually have the audacity to say, you know what, y'all wrongfully
Retrial.
start over.
I know I put my knee on this man neck, but I'm still gonna ask for a retrial.
Right.
I know I killed this man, but so
I know I
should be in
secretly
jail.
disliked him.
Exactly.
Right. I know all of these things, but I'm still gonna ask because I was unjustly done. You done killed somebody,
You killed
sir.
somebody.
Like people see it. It's a video.
I think that's the part that killed me. Is like we all see it. Like,
Yeah.
You can't deny what you did.
And people kept saying, "Get up, get off of him,"
And he wouldn't do it.
move. You said he all right, and I'm gonna stay right here. And with these people dead in their face.
Yeah. That girl that showed the main video, she's traumatized. Like she went the next day in that same exact spot and cried and was like, I was the one who videotaped it. Like she's literally traumatized.
Right.
Because she watched it. Yeah, and will be. Even with therapy, that stuff takes years. Like that 8 minutes of her life is gonna take years for her to get over.
Because it probably constantly plays. And she
Yeah.
probably didn't know that it
What
was
she
going
was
to
gonna-
blow.
yeah.
Yes, it was going to turn into this. Like people were going to start marching across the country. Other countries were marching. Like this turned into like basically like a global pandemic in a pandemic. Like it literally it took off. So for him to have the audacity to sit there and ask that is kind of just like, bro, really?
It's a slap in the face.
It
to
is.
families. It's a slap in the face to
Slap in the
black
face.
people. It's a slap in the face to the justice system.
And if they give him this retrial,
He tripping like he in population for real.
Right.
they probably do have him in.
No,
No,
ain't
they
not.
They would have killed him.
No,
Yeah, they
no,
don't
no.
put cops
I'm
in
saying
general
that-
population.
Right, but what I'm saying is they probably do have him in whatever isolation, and it's driving him crazy now because he's so used to being free. You can do whatever you wanted to.
Yeah.
Not
I
anymore,
just-
You ain't dated.
Right.
That's why I couldn't get locked up just off the fact there's no freedom.
Exactly.
That would be the one reason that tripped me out. I wouldn't care about fighting every day, but I'll be upset not to leave.
Fighting.
Or, you know, I mean that'd be fun.
Yeah.
You said that'd be fine or fun?
Fine and fun. Fighting is fun though. Like it. Well, like,
Chris wanted to.
but not like y'all done have brothers that used to just fight just because. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be worried about fighting. I would just be worried about like being told what to do,
Right.
told to get up at a certain
Get
time.
up. You gotta eat this junk that's nasty.
Yeah, that's what that would
all
trip
out.
me out about prison.
Yeah.
But I think for him, it's just the fact that he never thought he was gonna be in. Like he thought he was invincible as a cop.
Oh yeah.
And I think all cops think that. Like all cops think that they can do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to say, and whatever. Girl, when I lived in New Orleans, y'all, sorry, Chris, you're not a girl. When I lived in New Orleans, them cops used to say everything to us. Like I've seen cops drink with us on duty.
Yeah.
Like them cops used to do whatever they want to do, and I just be like.
So you just gonna do this right
Right.
now, right?
They be like, what if
But
what if the
even
party?
when
Sir,
they-
you are in uniform. What you mean?
Right. Even when they read or when what do they call them, the people who's the jury, when they read it off and then the judge came back and said that he was guilty, he looked up at that man like
Are you sure? Like that's literally how he
Yeah,
is.
right.
Yeah.
Read it again. Guilty.
Yes.
Guilty.
Capital G.
Which is crazy
Jesus.
because all the people that testified, even the cops were like, this is unnecessary force. So how are you shocked?
Exactly.
Back to Christine's point. Like, you're shocked because you really think,
He thought he was going to get away with it.
Yeah, you really thinking this is okay. Like, and you're, man, the audacity. That's what I'm going to be saying for the rest of the weekend, the audacity. Like, for you to just be like, no, you're wrong. And I just, man, as a black woman, you know how much I just be like, I mean, I know you. It's the principle. I'm a big principle person. So I'm in the middle of some negotiations right now. The thing that I'm trying to buy was falsely advertised. And so I asked for more money, right? And they was like, we're not giving you no more money. And I was like, off principle, you need to give me, I asked for $4,000 more. Off principle, you need to give me $500. No, I said $2,000. And then the person I'm working with was like, they not gonna give you that. And I was like, off principle, they need to give me at least $500. Because it's just like, off principle. Like, you falsely advertise something. I put a bid in for this amount because you said these things were included, right? I'm a big principle person. So for this man to go up to this judge and just be like, no, the principle of the matter is you had a fair trial. And you were in jail.
Everything. They saw everything that happened that day. So guess what, sir?
Off principle.
Sit down.
Because everybody said it was you.
What they say?
That what it said?
You did it, sir.
I don't know. It's hard to be black in this country, y'all.
It's very hard.
It's hard. It's stressful.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's hard to be a woman in this country, y'all. Because I would never cross my mind, like, to go back to a judge and say, so.
I know I killed this person, but can I get a retrial?
Right.
No.
Because that was unfair because it was publicized. So.
But I wonder, is he asking for, this is not making better, but is he asking for a lesser sentence? I feel like that's the question. I don't think he's saying I'm not guilty. I think he's saying
not guilty.
Yeah.
Like
He won't go home. No, sir.
Right.
I think he's asking for less years. There's no way that he think they're going to overturn 3 rulings.
But the thing is, they haven't even like gave him his sentencing yet.
Yeah, they just found him guilty.
Yeah. So that's
Also, he's still in the world or he in jail?
He's in jail.
He's in
He's in custody until because I think it's supposed to be 2 months. Yeah.
Before he gets sentenced?
Yeah.
So I think he's doing all this trying to get a shorter sentence because that's the
That's
thing.
what
Like
I think
everybody's
it's for a shorter sentence.
Yeah, but everybody was so excited. Like I was excited that they found him guilty, but then I was like, wait, we still have to wait for the sentencing. Like we can be excited, but then he can get a slap on the wrist, like, oh, you're getting so years of pay. Yeah, that or like some probation.
If he don't get life,
excited.
I bet you I bet you won't get televised.
Right.
Oh, no.
No.
He's not gonna get televised.
Right.
We'll probably forget about it in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
No, I think people gonna forever.
But for me, I wasn't excited. That's interesting that you were excited. For me, it was just like, this is what, you know how as a kid, it's like, some people got praised for like A's. My parents was like, you supposed to get A's. So that's how I felt, like you was supposed to go to jail. I'm not hype about.
And then the same day he got ruled guilty, that girl got shot with
Yes.
the knife.
But
Makaya.
when we was here,
We talked about that.
because it was more to the story, right?
So apparently
She pulled the knife on her
foster sisters.
question mark. We don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
So from hearsay, so let's say this. From hearsay, she actually pulled the knife on her foster sister.
But weren't they bullying her?
So
That's
what
the
I've
story.
heard.
They
That's
were
the
bullying her.
story.
She got fed up with it, so she was like, bruh. Because it was something about they told her to clean her room before a birthday party.
And she didn't want to.
She didn't want to. She was tired of them bullying her, so she was like, "This is my last stand." And then that's whenever the fight had broke out. But I'm like, where was the adult in all of this?
That's my
Because
question.
That's I feel like that actually exposed a lot. It exposed, of course, we have another child that's been killed, another black child. But then also, it to me as a social worker, it exposes the foster care system and how broken it is.
Yeah.
But we've been through that from the Gabriel
Yes.
Oh yeah.
situation.
That issue was crazy. But that's the
here's
third.
another
But that's the
example.
third child police have killed in the last month or so though. Because they killed that Hispanic boy.
And the other guy.
Well, so this is the third one that hit the
Dante,
news.
right?
There's been a lot-
The third one
there's
that
been
hit
a
the
lot of
news.
It has been a lot of kids.
But I think for me, in my brain, because I've talked to my mom is in law enforcement, and I've talked to her about some of these cases. She's like, the thing is, they are, they're the training. I'm like, yeah, but you gotta untrain something.
Exactly. You can't just see, because again, who was this man that just was in the news? A white man that slapped a cop in the face with some shit.
Wait,
Yes.
what? Can you?
The cop said it was warm and gushy. Slapped him. So how he got that close? How you didn't pull your gun on him?
Not warm and gushy. Wait, that's the part that throw me off. Like, you gonna sit there and say that, but let it have been somebody else.
Let that happen to a black person.
Oh, automatically. Then it would have been, I thought it was my taser. Like,
Exactly.
come on.
Exactly.
Wait, I'm
they
sorry.
know
Start over.
exactly
I
what
missed
they're
all that. I
doing.
got a phone call. What happened?
This white man
Uh-huh.
slapped a cop in the face
With poop,
with poop,
and he's alive.
and he's still alive.
That's the part that kills me. Like, and then did y'all see that video of the white boy who they was like, we're not gonna put you in handcuffs, and he runs away from them? He's in a park or something, and they were like, we're not gonna put you in custody, woo, and he literally runs away from the cops, and he's still alive. I think that's the part that kills me. It's not that I'm not arguing whether these people are right or wrong in what they did, but I am arguing the fact that nothing I do gives you the right to take my life. Like nothing.
But
like,
they feel that way, and that's the sad part about it. And I'm just like, that's not okay, because even with the guys that, like the guy that did the shooting at the massage parlors in Atlanta, he was able to get arrested. They Mirandized him. They put him in the car. The other dude that shot up the church, they took the little dude to Burger King. Like, and I'm just like, y'all be shooting innocent black people, but with white folks, like, you literally will be like, all right, Timmy, we're gonna go to the car, put you in this car. We're gonna.
That's why I think these folks be kind of brainwashed. They don't be killing these white boys.
Oh yeah,
I think they be like, I think these white boys don't know what they doing. They get I don't know if you want to get deep, but the reason why they don't kill them is I think there's a reason why they don't kill them. I think it's all part of something going on.
Yeah.
to kill black people, most definitely.
No, not to kill black people, but to like do certain shit, like shoot up a church, shoot up this, but then they take them in. But why wouldn't you shoot them? Like, how did somebody go in here and shoot 9 people? Why didn't y'all shoot them? So I think there's a reason why they don't shoot them. I think either they just trying to figure something out, they're trying to ask questions, or it's just part of just something that's going on. Because if you look at these folks when they go to court, they be looking crazy, like they didn't know what they did, like they be looking lost. So I think something's weird about why they don't shoot these folks.
Yeah,
Like they brain.
But I just think that, honestly, for me, I think that America does this thing where they are just against brown-skinned people.
Of course.
So Planned Parenthood in brown and black neighborhoods, right? The people who get shot at, brown and black people, right? I just think that liquor stores are in
brown
those,
and black
like food deserts, brown and black neighborhoods. Like, I just think that America does not like black and brown people. So when you are, even when you watch these movies, I've learned more and more to watch who the villain, the coloring of the villain, even in like elementaries. I mean, those cartoons. What was the one with the 2 bluebirds? And there was a lot of singing. And it was in Brazil.
Rio.
That one was like, that movie pissed me off so bad because the doctor, the vet, the dude who owned the thing, they were lighter skinned Brazilians. And again, Brazilians are all types of colors. All types of colors. Now the criminal Brazilians look like us. And I was like, what are you teaching these kids? Because the girl, like the doctor, she was like white with red hair, like all this stuff. And then all the criminals were brown skinned. I was like, yeah, my kid. And it's a cute little movie. The singing is great. The colors are beautiful. Like, he was like, we do what we gotta do. We move on. What you say?
He sound like a cheater.
No, like, and he's dead. See, when he tell me that, I'll be like, wow. He's like, yeah, it's a whole thought process. Like, they got kids. They stay at home moms. They do what they gotta do, and they move on. Like, that's his thing. Soccer mom.
Well, that's interesting.
Like, so many thoughts.
But I feel like you have to find your niche.
Yeah.
That's
That's
just
what you
right.
want to call it, yeah.
I mean, I don't condone cheating in any, like, let me make this clear. I do not condone cheating
None of us
in any
do.
way, form, or fashion, but I'm just saying, find your niche, I guess, for those of you all. I'm actually against it, but that's what I hear, though. People just have to find their type, and they go for it. Definitely, why you looking like this?
I think people who find their niche just don't get married. Don't do it.
But see, no, marriage, the older I get, the more I'm learning, marriage is, for a lot of people, is about security. Yeah. It's not about love, it's not about money, it's not about anything. It's about, at the end of the day, I know you gonna be here no matter what I do. You gonna put up with all my bull crap. Like you not gonna, Chris, I'm for real.
No, I agree with you, but yeah, I ain't putting them on.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that, but that's what I'm learning more and more.
Chris, you a good man.
Cause this girl at the gym was telling me about somebody who got married and they cheated, like she cheats and he cheats. And I was like, yeah, but the thing is they both know no matter what I do, I can come home to you.
Yeah.
Like,
What's the point of getting married?
Right.
I don't
guess
know.
to get on the wheel. If you die, make financial decisions.
At this point, though, you can write a will and write somebody into it, so you really do not have to have a wedding. You don't have to be
when they in the hospital, you gotta have some
that's true.
paperwork.
Yeah, especially like COVID taught us for real. Like you gotta have your paperwork and for stuff like that, because COVID they wouldn't let nobody in.
But they go by that primary contact.
Exactly.
But why get married was the question. I think it's for security. Like I know at the end of the day, you ain't going nowhere. No matter what.
It just depends on the type.
What you mean?
The mindset of the group of people. Cause I feel like you do got like a big group of people that think like that, and then you have another group of people that we just don't see as often. That's like, oh, like I really love you. I'm with you.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So you got different
cheaters.
types. I just feel like in our culture, it just the type that you talking about, it just displayed in front of us and put in front of us the most, and like that's what a lot of our peers want. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like back in the day, it was the same thing too for people. Like,
we didn't see it.
Yeah, we didn't see it. But like, cause I started noticing like older women that I would be around, they'd be like, girl, you better hurry up and get married, this, that, and the third, like at a young age. And I'm like, for what? Like, first of all, the men from my generation and men from that generation, they really don't think the same way. But they be like, a husband is secure. That's not always true. Like, your husband cannot be security for you all the time.
But also, that's why our grandfathers had 2 and 3 families.
Girl, my grandpa did. Papa was a Rolling Stone. I never been, no, y'all think I'm joking. At my grandpa's funeral, a girl I went to high school with was at the funeral, looked at me and said, who are you to Grandpa Fred? Nigga, who are you? I said that. That's my grandpa. I was so mad. I was like, who are you?
Girl, we old.
Girl, I done grew up with this girl, did not even know we was cousins, baby. I mean,
That's
I
why
love
you
you.
can't
Rest
marry
in
nobody
peace,
from your
grandfather.
hometown.
I love you, Grandpa Fred. But for real, I looked at it and I was like,
Yeah.
who are you? People walking up in that funeral that look just like my daddy, like his brothers.
Oh, that happened to us too. This
Baby.
man walked in, he was my age, but looked just like my daddy, and I was like,
Girl, funerals release a lot. You not gonna lie, them funerals. But people stick around. Well, my grandma didn't stick around. She don't play that. But women stuck around. Like, but for them, it literally was their security. They weren't getting other jobs. You know what I'm saying? They weren't working out the home. Like, their husband was their security. But that's not the same anymore.
It's not.
I'm leaving.
no.
I don't have time.
And I'm taking
I
Because
was
women
be
are more
myself.
independent now.
Yeah.
Like, I would say more financially independent. Because I feel like back in the day, women were independent in their own right in the home and stuff. But now I feel like women are more go-getters. Especially like African American women.
Definitely.
We go get
We're
the
the highest
degrees.
educated in America.
We get degrees. We're making sure that we're making our own businesses, making a way for
We're
ourselves. So it's
securing
like,
our own.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But I think, but a lot of people would say that's the issue, and that's why we don't stay married, because there's always an
because we're
out.
too independent.
Yeah, because we're too independent. Where there's always an out. Like at the end of the day, I don't need you. So, what do
Act
you?
like-
Well, yeah. But what does that mean? You know, I just think you have to figure out what that means for you. But, yeah, but for me, it's no cheating. So if you're watching this, whoever you are, can't cheat on me.
Better not cheat on me.
Mary.
Oh, like, I'm just saying, I got little.
You don't want to mess with her daddy, really, more than anything.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Like, I know everybody think they did it crazy.
But he crazy for real.
No, that's crazy for real. Like, he be quick to talk about killing somebody. I'm like, Mr. Charles, he just... All he did was cut us off the track. He ain't gotta die. All he said was yes instead of yes, sir. He ain't gotta die.
Right.
Come on, Mr. Jones. But yeah, I think back to this marriage thing. We started off with fighting, but I really think people get married for various reasons. Like people still get married for looks too. Like, which to me is crazy because everything starts sagging. Like, everything.
That made me think of Married at First Sight.
When?
With Chris and Paige,
Oh,
like their
yeah.
situation. He was just like, I was automatically turned off when she came down the aisle, but like he still went through with the marriage. I mean, even though they were on the show, but you could tell he was all about the look. Like, I want you to look this type of way for us.
Yeah. He was actually even upset that she wasn't bougie.
Right.
Yeah, like,
What?
yeah, because he was like, I'm just used to girls that like wear designer and do all this other stuff. And she was like, I mean, I do that, but I also go to Target.
Right.
You know, like,
I wear sneakers.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Like, she was
I shop on clearance.
Like, she does both. And he was just like really upset. But people get married for that, just to
keep up with look.
Yeah, to look a certain way. And I think this is not funny. But then I think about like Beyonce and Jay-Z now. And Jay-Z don't look the same way he looked when they got married.
With the money that JT got, he don't have to
Look, I mean, not even she can't stand Chris. But I think you can, man, you just gotta know what you marrying for. And be okay with it. So if you're marrying for security and you okay with your man cheating on you,
be okay.
Be okay with it.
Right.
If you marrying for looks, when he starts not looking good, go ahead and get a divorce. You know, like I think you just have to be real with yourself. Like Miriam says a lot. You gotta get on the pot. What you say?
You either shit or get off the pot.
There we go. What she say? And I think a lot of times in marriage, people complain about stuff, but you ain't going nowhere.
Right.
So
some people, we gonna say something, because I'm supposed to get up and leave.
Because I'm gonna leave you. I don't have time for the food.
If I take the
Nah, you ain't gonna make me look crazy.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
But that's beautiful though, to have that mindset. Because for me, I'd be like, no, like,
And
I
then,
can't.
but then even, so what if you get into this job, it suck you in, and then you in a year now?
Right. I'm not. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Every day is a new day. I can walk in there tomorrow and be like, I'm out. No, there's no freedom is like the most important thing.
Right.
So if I'm not free,
Then they can't.
I can't do it.
Right.
Yeah. Y'all know I like to fly with the wind.
I like to jump off
When
the
you
bridge
tell me
and
something,
swim.
if you tell me it's gonna take 10 years for it to happen, I'm like, whoo.
It's really on time.
That's a long time. You want me to? That's why I ain't married forever. You want me to be with you for nobody else? Why you laughing? See, I'm like, oh my god.
Nobody else?
It's just me and
That's
you.
me.
Just me and you.
Just me.
Sure.
Commitment issues hard.
Oh, for real. Oh, speaking of relationships, so Maria this week found out that these grown people was fighting over this man.
Oh no.
Yes.
So my question is, how old is too old to be fighting over a man?
Girl.
And have you ever fought over a man?
No.
You ain't never fought over nobody?
I've
No.
fought a man, but I've never
I'm with Chrissy. Yeah, I have fought, like, I have smacked one a good one, but I ain't about to fight over it.
No.
No.
What you
I'm not fighting
mean?
nobody for no man.
man.
I'm the only one.
No.
So it takes.
I ain't never had no like fist fight, but I done like had like a
Now,
an
it
exchange.
didn't get very far because he literally like bear hugged me and I couldn't move after that. But yeah, like it takes a lot.
But was
to
it because
get
he was
into-
cheating? Why
He
did
was
you want? Why did you
cheating.
feel the need to fight this man?
Because I was fed up. Like I had just gotten to the point of being fed up, and I told him take me home. He didn't want to take me home, so I got the car and I was like, I'll walk. I was off Moreland at the time.
Girl,
It's dark out
It was pre-Uber days.
Don't do that.
It wasn't like I could call an Uber. It was pre-Uber days.
don't do. That's even worse. Don't do that.
But I was just that fed up though. It was just like I don't want to see your face. I don't want nothing to do with you. Let me out this car. And I fought my way out the car. And he literally bear hugged me and threw me back in the car and drove me home.
Yeah, you're so.
Chrissy ain't crazy.
All I know is it's dark on Moreland.
Yeah, so I don't care how upset I am. I don't care how upset I am.
We making it home. This was no fight at the house.
But for people
you
who
gonna take
know
me
me
home.
though, like you
Right.
know it takes a lot to get me
And I
there.
get
Like,
that, Christiana, but
I was
Moreland
there,
has crazies on it.
man,
I'm
it
not
didn't
doing
matter
that.
at that point. I was over
Yeah, I think I would have walked 2 blocks and be like, yo, so
Come back and get
come get back.
My toe wouldn't have touched the ground at that point.
Like, no.
And until we pulled up to where we were at, like, then we gon'
Actually, you're right. I think I would have yelled at him about taking me home. And you gotta take me
Right.
home right now.
And then when we pulled up, then we could have got into it because I was just.
We
You know, no.
You was gonna hit and run Mary?
Yeah.
Y'all, I was coming home from Savannah Street the other night, and this legit happened. It was a car in front of me, and they kept stopping, and I was tired, I was irritated, and I was like, why? And dude literally had one foot out the car, the door was open, and the car sped off, and I was like, is this a domestic situation? Like, what's happening, bro? I was so confused. I was like, so Lord, should I call? Should I? So my business. I'm going home. Okay, but like, dude ended up hopping out the car eventually.
Wait,
like,
he was in the
a whole
passenger
situation.
seat.
Yeah.
And was it a girl?
I don't know. I don't know. Who was driving.
It's Atlanta. It don't matter.
But I just saw like the shoe and the door, and I was like,
yeah, I'm not hopping out no car. I don't care how much we beefing. I don't care how much we beefing. I'm not getting out this car. You're gonna take me home.
Then we can fight at the house.
Yeah, I don't know. So y'all really ain't.
I have not fought over a man. Reason being, if he wants to stray and if it's that easy for the girl to take him, he wasn't meant to be mine. Right. So I'm not about to sit there and do that. 1, 2. Why would I fight her over him? Right. She has no commitment to me.
I'm like, to my defense, she came to me.
Okay.
I didn't.
In your situation.
Yeah, she Facebook messaged me and we was having like an exchange, and then I was kind of just like, I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
Like, I don't care. Like, I'm
no energy.
Like, zero energy. Like, and I was in college, but I just feel like now, because the girl you're talking about, she's in her 30s though. Yeah. Like, dude, and I feel like.
So give us the situation. What happened?
So the thing is, it's 2 guy friends, and she's messing with 1 guy friend, and she like went and told the other guy friend like, hey, you need to check your boy, blah blah blah. Basically, she's a side chick, and it's like she's not operating within that.
And within her bounds.
Within her bounds, I guess. I hate to say that because that sounds horrible, but that's literally how I can break it down.
As
the easiest way.
You don't have no.
So, but she don't. The thing is, like, she's not aware of this. So she's telling the friend like, hey, you need to check your boy because he's messing with me and obviously this other female and this other girl, and she was in the car with me, and I'm like, wait a minute, this too much. Like, y'all was in the same car. He messed with both y'all. Wait, what?
So they're friends.
So me and you mess with the same dude.
Yes.
And you driving me around.
Basically.
Okay.
Yes. And then she was like, he almost got me jumped over that. And I'm just like, wait, what? Like, this makes no sense. Well, first of all, why are you riding in the car with the same girl that you met that's messing with the dude that you're messing with? That's one.
Wait, did they know? So maybe they didn't know.
She knew.
Oh no.
So I'm just like, like that makes no sense.
Oh, you don't care. That turns your whole
And then you're like, so you almost got jumped. I'm like, jump? Who is doing this? We're adult, like, girl.
If you know
adult bills, like, what are you talking about?
So we gonna give this situation back to you and Jazz. If you know Jazz messing with Peter,
yes.
You not about to, if y'all friends, you not about to go mess with Peter.
No, Jess and I don't even like the same type of dude. Like, we really don't. I like big old men. Like,
I call them birds. They look like birds. Every time I look at it, they look like a nigga, like a bear.
I like really tall, big old men.
And I be like, that's too much man.
Okay, so wait, let's bring the situation back though. Okay, so you and Jazz friends. Peter is the guy that both of y'all talking to. How do you fix yourself to get in the car and then also know that these girls are about to jump you? Ain't no way I'm getting in that vehicle.
You like drama.
Again, exactly. You like drama. And 2, again, the age factor is for me because I know that I say this a lot. We are too old, but we really are. Like, you are 30-something years old. Like, at this point, you should have stuff to lose. So, like, why are you trying to fight somebody, like, or worry about somebody jumping you? Like, girl, it's really not worth that. Like, you actually have stuff that you can lose for real.
Wait. One of my friends I went to high school with, I love her. She literally just posted that she had to beat somebody up the other day on Facebook. I actually just thought about this, and she was like, the girl tried me. I ain't fought in a long time.
She had to come out of retirement. Like, girl, you don't blame me.
I think this happened like 2 weeks ago. She was like, man, the girl tried. And I don't think it was over a dude. I think it was just like, but in my brain though, I am just too old to be throwing hands. Like, I'm too fragile. Like, I'm too fragile. Like, at this point, I could break a bone. I'm
you wake up the next day sore. You're like, hey.
Especially over no, I'm not fighting over no distance.
Yeah, I'm not.
Have you ever fought over a guy?
No. But I had females try to approach me.
That's what I said. That's happened to me. Like,
Yeah.
Well, actually, really just like one.
yeah, that's happened to me.
Yeah, like,
but it wasn't even like
damn.
a physical fight. It was just talking trash. Yeah. You know, my mom was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "You're right. I don't care about this. I could just block her, and I moved on."
And that's it. Block.
Yeah.
Because what? You don't care.
Oh, I don't care. Yeah. I do that. I don't care. Like, I don't care. He's not the only fine man.
It won't be.
It won't be right.
Some girls think they man is the only one. That's why they be fighting so hard for him. But I'm like, he did. Everybody else did, but yours.
No, I be like, don't nobody want him for real.
That's
Right.
the real thing.
That was this girl. She went to my Lord. I hope she not watching. She went to my church when I lived in Waco, and her now husband had a lot of female friends, but he's not ugly. He is unconventionally attractive.
That's a nice way of saying it. That was very nice.
And it would be one of those things where she would be like, "Why you always hanging out with that?" And I was like, "Girl, if you only knew how much we don't care about him, he is not. No one's looking at him, but you. Like nobody. Like, low-key, I want that kind of dude. That dude that he ain't ugly, but he ain't fine. Cause nobody want him but you. I'm okay with that. Just be in the middle.
But then they gonna see how good he treats you, and then they gonna want him. So
They gonna always want
they gonna always want
keep
him.
shit on the ground if you got it.
But my mama said, because my daddy, he get attention from like little girls or whatever. I'm like, Daddy, stop that. And my mom was like, it's just because he got a job, She was like, but it's true though. Women for
that
real.
or a ring. I know, like some women really will go after guys if they see that they're married or something.
Oh, yeah,
like if they see
yeah.
that you're committed, they'll solely go after them for that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is it? Like,
Because it's forbidden fruit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's a lot. That's a lot of energy. Like for real.
It is a lot of energy, but women do it.
They do.
Like, but men do it too. Though.
Men do it as well.
They go off the like. One of my friends, I love him.
There. So my interview started an hour late because she was trying to work. She was still trying to get my stuff together that I had already sent her since April 6th. Okay, a month in advance. And she like was trying to work with this new girl. And she was very rude to the new girl, y'all. It was horrible. It was just bad. Like, I got to see how she worked. I got to see how the new girl worked. I got to see how she teach. I got to see, like, how unorganized she was. It was just 4 hours of foolishness. And then once we started the interview, y'all, she, like, talked about herself.
So, that's a horrible story. My question is, when you go up for jobs, what type of research do you do, like, beforehand? I'm gonna leave. What kind of research do you do beforehand? Because I feel like everybody here has had a bad experience working in different places. So do you do research before?
You should. I did.
But you still went to the interview though.
But I didn't know anything about, like, her.
Yeah.
Because she's the actual agent over this particular branch. So she is
the thing.
So I can see what they have online, but I didn't know her personality was gonna be what it was. So like, I had done my research. I knew her practice had been open online. It say 15 years, but she said 14. I just left it. Maybe she missed her anniversary.
You crazy?
But I mean, I did my research. I knew what school she had went to. I knew how long she had been in her practice, and that's basically all I needed because you know.
So if you were pressed for money, would you have still taken the job?
No.
I don't blame you.
So no amount of money.
None.
What if she was like 60 grand a year?
No.
80 grand a year?
No. Because you can't work with or for people that don't know what they're doing.
And
I ain't gonna lie. I may have took the job if she had told me 80 grand.
I would have walked in there and I would have been like, either I'm coming in here to fix everything and revive it, and then I'm gonna really need some extra. But like, it was just the worst. She didn't have anything organized. It was.
I would have took the job.
I wouldn't have taken the job because that's just like her. Within that interview, I feel like that's a foreshadow of how she actually works as a person. So no matter how much the money is, if I already see from jump that it's not going to be something that I'm okay with and I may be peaceful with, like one or two things could be okay. But a 4-hour interview, you were rude to the person that's new. Like you're not all the way together. You're getting stuff together that I sent you a month ago. When it comes to like certain professions, like you need to be. Like it needs to be on point.
Or have an assistant to do it all for you.
Yeah.
But so when I say I was with the job, I was with the job with expiration date in my mind.
Right.
So I would have been like, I'm gonna work here for 3 months.
No.
I'm gonna get the little money that I need, and then I'm gonna move on.
But see, and here's the thing: in those 3 months, I need to learn. I've never done insurance before, so I'm going in with the learning mindset. Like you have to teach me everything that I'm doing, and she wouldn't have been able to do that. She's not able to do that. So
yeah, I think if I did take it, it would have been for experience, like.
But she wouldn't have got no experience.
Right. So
exactly.
What I mean, like on a resume, like would it have looked good? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
I ain't worried
even
about
still,
that. I just think I'm worried about the
still,
bag.
you don't want to put right. I'm
worried about
strictly looking at
I'm
money.
just trying to get the money for 3 months and move on.
And even still, even if you wanted to go in for the experience or for the money, like even with the expectation, you don't want to put on your resume that you only work somewhere for 3 months.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I want to put it on there.
So,
Because in my brain, in 3 months I make 20 grand, I can move on. Because 80 divided by 2 for 6 months is 40. Yeah, in my brain I would have just made 20 grand and did what I need to do and move on. Like for me, it's not about the experience; it's about the bag. So, but that's if she could offer me 80,000.
exactly.
But she didn't offer you that.
No girl, no girl. She offered
Hey, Jamon.
10,000 less than what I'm already making.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah, nah. But that was a horrible.
no, ma'am.
No, I'm not doing that.
We're
But
not.
what if you had got the job before you knew all that? Would you have quit?
I wouldn't have gone for a first day. I would have been like, so you know,
Hey, Naughty.
I'm not doing this. So we're gonna go ahead and scratch it. But you never take a job without knowing. You know,
But you don't.
Right.
I keep looking at you. You know why I'm looking at you. You don't always know.
You don't. Not until you.
I have
get it.
taken jobs and been like, oh, this is gonna be great. Like whatever. And then you get worked to the bone. Like you don't always know. I'm sorry. Whatever. I quit a year and a half after.
Yeah.
And my claim to fame at that place is they hired 2 people to replace me. Like, you know, and I say that all the time. Like, I worked so effing hard there. Like, you had to hire 2 people to replace me. Like,
Yeah.
hey, Clarence.
Hey y'all.
So yeah, I just can't. Anyway, all right.
So yeah. So the interview was horrible. So at the end of the interview, y'all.
Here she go.
What happened at the end?
Go ahead. tell us what happened.
Y'all, at the end of the interview, she was like, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start your background check. And I said,
No, ma'am.
No need. I'm not troublemaker.
That's all
no,
right.
ma'am, I'm not coming back.
No.
You know.
So
Thank you.
That was nice of you to offer, but
So when it comes to freedom or money, you choosing freedom.
I'm choosing freedom.
Man, I don't know. I ain't even
Because
gonna
I've
fret.
been
I might
stuck.
sell my soul. No, I'm joking.
Because I've been
yeah.
stuck for so long.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. You're not,
I
no.
get that.
That's how, yeah, I definitely get that. Like, for me, like what you're saying, the money isn't worth mental health. Or
Yeah.
it's not, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been in places like that. You
Right.
know, I've been in places where,
I don't know. If
It
you
just
paying me
wasn't worth it to
$80,000 a
me.
year, I don't know.
no. Sometimes money isn't worth it. For me, I've learned that in my
Exactly.
current position. Money is not worth it sometimes because I can't. My mental health cannot.
I don't know. If you pay me 80 grand, I told you I give you 3 good months and then I'm out. Me make my 20 and then be gone. Cause I can flip it. That's in my brain. I'm always about asset, and now in my life, I'm doing assets versus liability. Every choice I make has to be an asset.
Exactly.
So for me, if I work for this lady who is obviously not the best lady, the point for me though would be financial gain. It wouldn't be to learn. It wouldn't be to, you know what I'm saying, like to learn the insurance. It would literally be like, I'm here to make this 20 grand these 3 months so I can flip it.